In the name of God, good evening, everybody. I hope you are all fine. In this video, I am going to analyze the Squid Game series and the psychology of the characters which took part in the game. The participants in the game come from different social classes and different backgrounds and different walks of life, each with his or her unique aspirations and desires. Some live under poverty, some are bankrupt, and some are in debt. And this game is a rare opportunity to turn their lives around and win a great amount of money. The participants have inner conflicts and ethical dilemmas, personal sacrifice, and uncertainty of whether the price and the reward outweighs the cost or not. Now let's go more into the details of this story.
Whether you're killing innocent people in there or preying on them out here, you know it doesn't change a damn thing.
Player 456, what do you want from me?
I want you to send me in there again.
We are not trying to hurt you or collect your debts. We are simply providing you with an opportunity.
Hold still! You're it.
Imagine being so desperate for money that you'd risk your life in a deadly game where failure means death. This is the premise of Squid Game, a South Korean series that captivated audiences worldwide in 2021. Created by Hwang Dong-hyuk, Squid Game tells the story of 456 financially struggling participants competing in life or death versions of childhood games for a massive cash prize of 45.6 billion yuan. Hwang Dong-hyuk, the creator, spent over a decade developing the series. He wrote the script back in 2009, but faced constant rejection due to its dark and unconventional and unnormal themes. The idea was inspired by his own financial struggles during the late 2000s. Huang drew heavily from societal issues, especially the growing economic inequality in South Korea. This is why the games in the show feel so grounded. They symbolize the brutal competition we see in real life. Even the childhood games used in the show evoke a sense of nostalgia while contrasting sharply with the deadly stakes and risks, adding to the psychological impact. The participants in Squid Game are united by one single thing: desperation and hopelessness. They're all heavily in debt and willing to risk their lives for the rare chance of financial freedom.
One more and I'll have enough to pay off all my debts.
Why come back now and risk your life all over again?
This creates a psychological landscape where survival instincts, برایز بقا, moral dilemmas are situations in which you have to choose between two unpleasant options. Moral dilemmas and alliances take center stage. Alliance means those who are united with each other. Many of the players enter the game because they see no other way out of their financial troubles. Their vulnerability is exploited. Vulnerability means شکنندگی, is exploited or is used, reflecting real-world struggles of those in poverty. The games force participants to make impossible choices, like betraying friends, خیانت به دوستان, sacrificing others, قربانی کردن دیگران to survive. These moments reveal the darker side of human nature when pushed to the force. The show uses concepts like game theory, which explains the participants' decisions to collaborate or betray one another. Betray, خیانت کردن. And the fight or flight response, جنگ و گریز. fight or flight response under extreme stress. It also explores survivors' guilt, as those who live are haunted by the deaths they witnessed. مرگ رقبا اینا رو تحت فشار روحی قرار میده. They're haunted by the deaths they witnessed.
What I want is to stop the game once and for all.
The games in Squid Game are deceptively simple. گولزننده از سادگیش. Rooted in Korean childhood culture. But beneath the surface, they represent harsh social realities. Dalgona Candy Game, this reflects societal pressure to perform perfectly with a single mistake leading to elimination and death. Glass Bridge, this game represents the randomness and unexpectedness of life, how success is often determined by sheer luck rather than skill. Sheer luck, شانس محض. Power dynamics, the masked guards and VIPs symbolize the exploitation, استثمار of the powerless by the wealthy elite. Even the set design adds to the experience. The vibrant colors of the playground-like settings contrast with the brutality of the games, creating a disturbing psychological effect. Games analysis. Red light, green light. Literal meaning refers to the children's game where players move on green light and stop on red light. Figurative meaning symbolizes how life can halt and stop unexpectedly, or how one wrong move can have severe consequences and results. Much like life's uncertainties, عدم قطعیت‌ها, and challenges.
시작합니다. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
A game of jumping across tempered or fragile glass. It figuratively symbolizes risk-taking. Blind faith means chance, and how some decisions are based purely on luck or trust. شانس یا اعتماد. Contestant or rival characteristics. The contestants or rivals in Squid Game come from diverse backgrounds, each with distinct traits and characteristics that inform their decision. From hard-working individuals seeking debt relief to those driven by desperation, their characteristics contribute to the psychological dynamics of the game. Player 456. As you see, 456 has a rising or ascending sequence. It implies or depicts that the winner is player 456. As you see, the figures 456 has an ascending or rising sequence and portrays that this contestant will win the race or the game. Literal meaning, the character number of the protagonist Song Gi-hun. Figurative meaning, represents how individuals use their identity in competitive and survivalist systems being reduced to mere numbers. They are known as mere sheer numbers. عدد محض. فقط عدد. Symbolism and shapes and colors. Shapes like circles, triangles, and squares reflect the hierarchy in the game. As you see, the guards' masks have different shapes. Some are circle, some are triangle, and some are square. Colors such as red and green signify danger and safety, respectively. Red for danger, green for safety, and creating a visual representation of emotional states and stakes and risks which are involved. Metaphors for survival. Metaphors means تشبیه, استعاره. Each game serves as a metaphorical representation of real-life challenges where contestants face moral dilemmas that test their humanity. The struggle for survival becomes an embodiment of societal pressures and ethical conflicts. فشارهای اجتماعی, societal pressures and ethical conflicts, تضادهای اخلاقی.
You still don't see, do you? If the world doesn't change, the game doesn't end.
One more game! The ones who built this whole place. We should be going after them instead.
Allegories of society and class. Allegories means تمثیل. The series critiques societal structures portraying and depicting wealth disparity, wealth disharmony, and desperation of the lower class. Characters' backstories illustrate and show their motivations and the broader commentary on societal values and systematic inequality. We cannot trust anyone in this game. While literally true in the context of competition, it's a figurative commentary and interpretation on human relationships under stress or greed. Greed hurts. This is your chance to turn your life around. On the surface, it's about winning the prize money, but figuratively, it explores desperation, morality, and the cost of second chances. Conclusion. Squid Game blends various elements like physical games, symbolic imagery, and character dynamics. پویایی شخصیت‌ها. Literal aspects such as the game's structures contrast sharply with the figurative undertones of despair and competition in society. Lessons learned from the series. Key lessons include the fragility of morality, چکنندگی اخلاقیات, under extreme pressure, and the critique of capitalist values, انتقاد ارزش‌های سرمایه‌داری. Squid Game serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of unchecked ambition, جاه طلبی که کنترل نشه, and desperation, ناامیدی.
Player 456, welcome back to the game.
As you see, determining who is to blame for the decision made by the participants in the game is a complex issue. The players, driven by greed, poverty, and bankruptcy, chose to take part in the game. And the game organizers, which were the agents of the upper class and bourgeoisie, have implemented policies that contribute to the financial troubles of the lower class. It is hard to assign the exact amount of guilt on either party, as both players and game organizers have some responsibility for their respective roles in the situation. I hope that you have liked the video and the analysis of the Squid Game series. And if you like similar analysis about other movies, let me know in your comments. By the way, which game in the Squid Game series did you like most and why? Give your comments about the most exciting game in the series and the reason why you liked it most.
One more and I'll have enough to pay off all my debts.
Why come back now and risk your life all over again?